Right, so we're back with Wednesday's tips then. Day which Flan said is the worst day of the week.
It is the worst day of the week.
So start us off with the Ballymore then.
I'll barely have a bet in this race. I think if Envo Allen goes here, which it should, it'll win. And the one then to go against it each way is the big breakaway. Not really an each way price anymore though. But yeah, I don't fancy really anything else in this. I think if Envo Allen goes here, it wins.
Mossy?
Yeah. This race could cut up a lot. Like there could be maybe 8 runners in it, but Envoy wins. Yeah, superstar. That's all.
Fair
Not
enough.
much else to be said on it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then the RSA
Or
up next.
say, yeah, this could be an absolute cracker. You've got the lunatic that is Champ. This horse is an absolute giraffe when he's jumping, like he's throwing the legs about, sprawling. But my fancy's Manila Indo. Course winner last year, winning the Albert Bartlett, tank through it. You could say his chase form isn't the best this year, but he did beat Captain CJ, who then went and won in Navan there a couple of weeks ago, and looks a leading charge for the Irish national. So Manila Indo ticks all the boxes for me. I'd be worried about Copperhead, the Tizard horse. He'd be the main danger. But it's Manila Indo for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Manila Indo as well. I'll never forget the sight of Mossy half cut in the pub dancing after backing at 66-1.
Didn't want to be doing after timing now.
Yeah, it's beaten Alaho twice already. Got the course form, which is massive for the festival. I also make a big statement here. I think Henry de Bromhead is going to be top trainer at the festival. I think he's going to have a great week. I think Blackmore could even be top jockey. I think Manila Indo wins this.
Interesting. So we'll stick with you then for the champion chase. Your thoughts?
Well, obviously it's a 3-horse race. Altior Defi and Cacum Poursois.
What? Go on, pronounce that one again there.
Cacum Poursois. What is it?
Chacum.
I studied French. It's Cacum Poursois.
Shock.
It's not English. You don't pronounce the CH like chip. It's Cacum Poursois. So
Oh.
get back in your box there.
Cac.
Yeah, look, it's a 3-horse race. It's gonna be between the three of them. Nothing else is even gonna come close here. I probably won't have much of a bet in this race, but if I had to pick between the three, I'd have to say Altior because he really is. He's only. I wouldn't even say messed up, but he's only been beaten once by Surname, who is also another great horse. But I think it's going to be a very close finish. I don't think it's much of a betting race, really. But maybe just Altior. Then again, I won't be surprised if one of the others pip him. But if I had to choose between the three, I'd have to stick with Altior.
Mossy?
Yeah, race of the week. For me, it's Defi. His winning the JLT last year was brilliant, and you could say he's beaten an aging Undersow, and what a legend he is. But he's still beaten 2 nice performances. He's won at Cheltenham in the Slur this year as well. Altior, he's never looked his best during Cheltenham. He's only kind of got home in his champion chase wins. Chacun Poursois, I don't know what to make of him. So it's Defi, but it's not a big betting race.
I'll tell you one thing: this race, those three will jump the last together.
Yeah.
It won't be one
Yeah.
before every fence is jumped.
Bold
100%.
statement. Bold statement. And Moss, we'll round it off the cross country then.
Yeah, this is what a race over the cheese wedges and
Every
the
year.
lights. It's cracking like the Tiger. What a opportunity for him to make a bit of history. 5 Cheltenham victories if he goes and does it now. All like Triumvirdal, the 4-miler, and a couple of cross countries. But he does have a bit of a opposition this year in the Easy Lands, who looks a bit of a lunatic. But the Tiger should take all the beating.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this Easy Land. It's done most of its running over in France, but it has won at Cheltenham there in December. I think people are kind of overlooking Tiger Roll a bit. A lot of the top tipsters and that are kind of
You're not
like.
consider yourself a top tipster now, no?
You see, even money in hindsight, it could prove to be the absolute bet of the week. I haven't heard anyone napping them up, and really, there's not much else in it. They got that absolute lunatic Might Boy, who actually would probably supposed to be suited to this kind of a race. But I just can't see it. If Tiger Roll jumps around, I can't see who's going to beat him, to be honest. Tiger Roll first might buy if he gets his own way to chase him home.
Interesting. So, I suppose any other picks for Wednesday?
Yeah, just two again in the Coral Cup. It looks a fascinating race. I'll probably have two darts at it. The Skeleton horse looks quite interesting. Protectorate. He was involved in the infamous race with Fergal O'Brien's horse, which was overturned in Cheltenham there a couple of weeks ago. He looks off a nice mark. And the other one in that race is Alpha Mix, who are seeing JP's bought for Gavin Cromwell. I think he could have a cracking chance. But there's one kind of interesting one that caught my eye there in the bumper. One of Elliott's is Eastkey Lane. So I don't know if he'll go. He's 16-1 at the minute. He was second behind Appreciated in Ferryhouse in a very good bumper. Appreciated actually was back in third that day. He was second. Assemble won it for Joseph. He then went on and pissed up in Navan. Obviously Appreciated is the one to beat, but just a bit of value, 16-1 Eastkey Lane in the bumper if he goes.
Appreciate it is the nap of the day in the bumper. I think it's absolute certainty. But going back to the Coral Cup, the one that caught my eye was Dame de Compagnie for Nicky Henderson. I heard JP appeal his rating to get him down £3. I don't think JP would go out of his way to do that if he didn't really fancy him. And he'd be shrewd enough now in a race like this. I think it's the better race, 10-1.
Very nice. That rounds off Wednesday. So we'll be back for Thursday's picks.